And we want to jump in and show you the other side of the cool mixer as well, is the visualizer. So if you had no content whatsoever, this would be really, really cool if you want to say you're making your own visuals. There's a little thing in here called a visualizer. And what the visualizer is, if we've got no content whatsoever playing, you can go in there and let's get this thing playing here. There you go, that's your visualizer. Now with the visualizer you can create your own visuals without having no content. So if we can go in there, you've got your ripple effect, which plays like that. And if you had an audio track playing there, it'll pulsate with the actual track. So this is using no content whatsoever. It's all inbuilt into the mixer. You grab your finger, move it around. Got the kaleidoscope, which is inbuilt, like that. Lens filter as well. So again, just moving your finger around. Whole heap of different scales. A little bit of spot mix. So you could pretty much do a whole night using just the visualizer that's on board. You can incorporate...
Sorry, buddy. Does that visualizer have any audio sensitivity, or you just have to control?
Yep, it'll sync. If you've got an audio pulsating out, like that guy there, it'll beat to the BPM. Go straight to the BPM, and you can assign it down here as well with your 2.1, your 4.1, whatever you want to put over the top. So let's go visualizer again. That's moving at the same BPM of whatever it is, 130 BPM.
Depending on what it You can have the visualizer over the top of your
audio.
Yep.
Yeah. Visualizer straight over the top of your audio. Create your own visuals without having any audio content, any video content whatsoever. Now, if you've got two videos, the cool thing about it is if you can put one effect on and crossfade in between the two video effects, we'll get something like this. So let's turn our visualizer off. So there we've got that effect there and going through channel 3. Okay. On channel 2, we've got that effect there. It's just on pause. Move that thing there. Just like that. We can put the two in together, it's going to mix. But once you put an effect over the top, put out two colours. There we go. And you can sort of like put it in and out, just like that. Okay, so we've got blue and green going together. You can put text mode coming straight over the top, so that one says hello. Change that. Put it all in our rotations. Kaleidoscope, which is pretty mad. You can change all that. And that's just using two different video inputs. And there's heaps of content online itself.
As well as you can run the cat so beautiful anything through video camera as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you could have someone walking around a club with a video camera.
The video camera.
Filming
Yeah,
really
stick
sexy
one on
girlies,
the
and
handles.
yeah, cool. And then the other one doing some real video and then put the effects over the top of it, and it's all syncing to your audio.
You can choose on the
Pretty
channels
dope.
between live video camera and actually DVD, just by switching.
So that there, for example, that's that image there. That's that image there.
SBS.
Together, you could put, you know, kaleidoscope like that, which is pretty nice.
Mike, can you start again? Just speak.
Go back to the text bit.
Yeah.
Go back to the text bit.
Business thing, alright.
It'll be here on time to get there.
Ah, okay, yeah, no, it's a bit.
No.
I'll put a bit of colour in there, like that. The other cool thing that the SVM has is what they call video EQ. With video EQ, it works exactly like a red, green, blue So you can turn the low frequency down. As you can see there, we've lowered the colour. Turn the low frequency down and it will change the colours of the actual track. And that's just by adjusting EQs. So pretty much just like a regular main chord.
Yeah, it's just so easy. Yeah.
So, and this is the other reason that I put, video going into one channel, audio going into another. So if you've got your track playing and you want to do something pretty crazy, you can put all that kind of stuff going through there, just by using two different types of things. It's pretty mad. Anyone got any questions? Anyone want to jump on? Have a bit of a play? No? No? Look, just like anything, anything that you buy, you've got to spend time with it, Like, the cool thing about this, it is fairly self-explanatory. It is touchscreen, so you can sit there and just push buttons and get to know what it is. That's in text mode at the moment. We go into touch mode. Think of this. Every single one of those is a separate effect. The best way to get to learn what they do, push them up and see what it does. That's the cube.
You can't mess it up because it's hardware, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, you can mess around with it, I imagine, and touch as many buttons, turn it on and off, and you're going to be back to zero.
All you're doing is pressing buttons and seeing what effect you can get out of, the different stuff that's on here. Like that there, that's what it looks like. Yeah, it's a pretty cool image, when you put a cube on there, and look like that, and you can move it around just by using your finger. So it's not rocket science, you just use your finger, Twist mode, always looks pretty cool. That looks great with two images going through it. You've got your block. Block always works at a little tree.
Have you got any stored JPEGs?
Yeah, I've got a JPEG in there, which I'll show in a sec. So with the block itself, you can change the amount of blockage that it does, and then if you touch anywhere on the screen, it'll fold it. Hey, mate. So you can move your finger around like that. Yeah, pretty much, If you want to do, say, T. It's pretty mad. Ripple effects. Now with the JPEG stuff, anything that goes in JPEG, all you have to do is press JPEG viewer. Press that off. Now, depending on how big the file is that you've actually taken, it depends on how long it will download. We'll go into here, JPEG select. It's got an SD card in there, just like that. Won't take too long. All you have to do is press the photo that you want, assign the box that you want. And as you can see, it's just scanning it. And the cool idea is you get a whole heap of different images in there, where you take images of streets, images of cars, whatever you want, have them all in here, and then you can just call them at any time. Because what you do here is once the image is downloaded, you select which channel you want it to have it displayed on. So if we want to have it on display channel 1, 2, 3 or 4, and then you call it just by pressing the button. So that's it there. Press that. There it is, it's in channel 1 now. So if I call that channel fader, it's there, and you can still incorporate all the effects over the top as you normally would. So there we're using the EQs. So I wanted to put in some text mode. There we go. Some text going through it. Just like that. Or if you want to incorporate that fella going through it as well, with a bit of twist, you get that kind of effect. There it is. And we can do this kind of stuff.
That's a great effect.
All over the top with